Tuning in on 89.5 FM. If you have just joined us now, you missed out an interview earlier on speaking to Faith 47. And we're so lucky now to have another amazing person. Goes by the name Jaryd Pillay. Jaryd, morning.
Morning. How's it going, man?
Nice. Thank you very much for having time to speak to 89.5 FM. And also, who will be talking about this morning one-man comedy show, Passion of the Carry. This production promises to deliver a hilarious, obviously relatable look at South African Indian identity, diving into themes such as cultural displacement, awkward race relations, and the identity crisis many people face, obviously, in multicultural society.
Yeah, man. The show's about identity. What else can I say? I guess it's more my own.
I see the picture on your shirt. So.
Oh yeah, for those listening at home or in your cars, it's my post is kind of a play on the that Mel Gibson movie.
Oh.
Except I talk about curry for an hour, so it has nothing to do with religion. It's all about Indian identity and my own questions with it, because I as an Indian man, I feel like Indian South African people, we call ourselves Indian, but most of us have never been to India. We're not from India. Like, my motherland is more Chatsworth than it is India, and I'm not even from there, man. I'm from
to be honest with you,
Durbanville.
I've never thought of that. Now you're making it clear, like straight to the point, which is why you're one of the best entertainers, or should I say artists in South Africa with a sharp humor.
You can say comedian, yeah.
Comedian. Oh, okay. Because remember, nowadays now, when it comes to artists, you never only limit yourself only to writing jokes. Maybe you have other traits,
For sure. I mean, that's what you have to do, I guess, as a performer or artist in South Africa. You got to have all different kinds of means to make money,
Take me back. History of you starting, you see like, okay, I'm making people laugh, or I can say words and then...
Well, it's a long time coming, this journey. I've been doing this for more than 10 years now, so it's over a decade of experience as a comic in Cape Town. I performed here, I've performed in Joburg and Durban, around the country, Eastern Cape as well. Go there every year for the Arts Festival. And yeah, man, I mean, this is it's in my blood at this point. I've been doing it for a very, very long time. And I finally feel like I've developed an hour that I want people to see in the masses, and that's why it's at the Artscape Theatre in a week and 2 days.
Yeah, on the 12th of April, please make sure you support.
Well, it's the 9th to the 12th of April.
Oh, it's from the 9th.
It's four shows, yeah. So come to any one of those, If you can't make the weekend, come check it out on Wednesday. If you can't make it then, come check it out on the weekend.
Okay, so
Wednesday
now,
to Saturday, yeah.
Let's start with the title, Passion of the Curry. What inspired the name of the show?
Oh, that's an interesting question, man. Cool. So, I guess in the beginning of my comedy career, I had this joke that used to be my opener, and it was about an Indian Jesus, mostly because I still have really long hair, but I was struggling to book acting work, and that's what I studied as an actor, and I couldn't just book work. So I had this joke that I'd open my set with about how I was struggling to book work as an actor, and this is the only character I can play, and it was a very bad opener. And I remember one night I was at the Armchair Theatre where I started my comedy journey many, many years ago, and I was at the Armchair Theatre, and I went up and I did that joke, and it tanked for 5 minutes. It was terrible. Like, it was the worst. It was the worst experience I've had telling that joke. And then one of my good friends, one of my much more established comedian, Robbie, went on after me and just tore it apart, because there's nothing you can do at that point. I made the room so awkward with trying to push this thing that just wasn't working, and he had to address the elephant in the room, and man, I could just hear how people laughed at me failing, and then I decided to retire the joke, man. I just stopped doing that, and I changed my act around a bit, and now it's the poster for my show, so it just works out better as a visual image than it does as a joke, and that's what it is. And it ties into the title, because I am passionate about curry. That is something that I feel like I overcompensate for because of maybe my lack of culture, and maybe a lot of other Indian people do that as well. Like, we feel like we need to lean into our curry, to make sense of it. And yeah, that's it.
That's a play of words, though. Lean into your curry.
Yeah,
talking about, okay, I don't even want to dwell more on that one. So obviously you've built a reputation for your unique storytelling, especially around cultural identity. How did your own experience, in terms of influence the material for this show?
So the show's been running for a long time. I started the show in 2021, just out of COVID. And I only got to do, I think, 3 or 4 performances that year in and out of COVID, working on that hour. So back then, it was a completely different show. In 2022, it was a different show. In 2023, it was a different show. Last year, it was a different show. So every year, I chop and change material, and I sort of curate it to make it better and to improve on the story that I have. So, yeah. It is a lot about cultural identity, and I guess it's mostly just from my own personal point of view and the way that I see things. Because I do think that as an Indian people living in South Africa, usually wherever you go, everywhere else in the world, man, like second generation immigrants sound like the place they live in. They don't sound like the place they came from. But in South Africa, for some weird reason, it's weird for an Indian person not to have an Indian accent. Isn't that strange? Right? And like I said, I didn't even grow up in Durban. I grew up in Durbanville. So my whole thing is a little bit different.
Flipped on its own.
And I don't think I'm the only one, man. I've met plenty other Jaryds that sound like me. Okay, I've met one, and that was the best day of my life.
So you saying you came back during the COVID times, and then all of a sudden now things kind of like back into normal. Do you feel that those times, being online all the time, also boosted you as a creator?
No, not at all. I don't think so. I think a lot of people did capitalize on views online during COVID, and I didn't really put much effort into that. I think I was in survival mode then, and I mean, of course, did all of those live Instagram comedy shows, which was just weird. That was just odd. You can't be performing for an emoji. That makes no sense. That's not how this exchange works. I tell a joke, you laugh. It's live. It's in person. I get my validation. I know it's working. So it just that did not work for me at all. But I was very excited to get out of it, because as soon as those restrictions dropped, I was out planning a show. I was out performing, and that's where I belong, live and in person. And you'll see me at the Artscape from the 9th to the 12th of April.
And you're doing a show at the beginning of the year. What's special about this one? Because I know that as a creative or as a comedian, you will want, to be at a certain level and keep it there all the time, or go even beyond it.
Yeah, that's the goal, man. It's got to get better, better, and better. And I think that's the nature of stand-up, right? Like, you can only get better with time, and once you know yourself more. So
I want to know, like, what is this show opening door on? Or is it like one of those things that you're just going to be constantly doing throughout the year?
No. This is the last one. This is the last one I'm doing. I've got a lot more material, and I'll be debuting my next show right after the Artscape. I think I'll probably be doing my next show at this year's Arts Festival, and then I'll come back to Cape Town and do it in the theatre. But this show is going to be the last time I'm doing Passion of the Curry, because it's been a long journey now, and I feel like the show is finally complete. That's why I booked out the big theatre, and hoping people will come and
don't hope,
come check
they're
it out.
Coming. Why are you saying
they are
hope?
Actually coming. I'm a humble guy.
What are you trying to say about Cape Townians?
Well, I'll say it. I'll say it to Cape Townians right now. I've been doing this for a long time, and you guys never book early. You book a week before. That's how it goes. Am I wrong? That's how it goes, man. And Cape Town does that. They'll come like on the day, and it is very stressful, but of course, always extremely grateful for the support. Yeah.
And then, how's the response so far?
Great. Yeah, man. It's been going very well. I think right now, since COVID, this is probably the strongest the Cape Town comedy circuit has been. It's one of the strongest circuits in the country right now. We have a show almost every night somewhere in the city. And personally, from my own experience, my weekly show sells incredibly well. And I think that's just because of the local audience that cares about local art and local comedy. And that is beautiful to see. So, very grateful, man.
And another part was that South African artists, they never really get full support, especially on government structures. It's only now and then when you get booked for certain gigs and all that. as a creative, as a comedian, as a writer, studied this, how do you feel, honestly?
About the government?
I don't know. I would say about the please, whatever Jaryd is saying, it's not Bush Radio. It's Jaryd, please. That's a disclaimer. I'm putting that disclaimer. Now you can talk.
It's all good, man. No, I don't think we're very much supported by the government at all. And, you probably say more on that because I'm not allowed to swear on the radio. But hey, man, it's all good. Look, we do this for the love of passion. That's the name of my show too, Passion of the Curry. I'm passionate about this, man. And I'm very grateful to still be here. It's passion that's probably, that's pushed me through all of these years, Like, it's okay. Like, as artists, I feel like we make enough money from the thing just to keep our passion going.
Nice.
Like, it's not about the money. It's just about being here and staying present and keeping the journey moving along. So that's all I really need. And also for you to buy tickets to my show in April. They are selling fast and it's a week away, so you should probably do that.
And also how to do that though?
Web tickets. Web tickets. Go into web tickets, type in Passion of the Curry or Jaryd Pillay, you'll find me.
Easy. How much is it?
The tickets range from $120 to $150.
That's not a lot.
No, it's not a lot at all, and that's why I'm keeping it that way, because I want people to see the show. I want them to come and watch the show. Come and watch me now before my tickets are like $200.
And how many people are you expecting though?
Well, the
venue obviously depends on the venue, how much capacity they have.
I mean, it's about, my venue is about like 130 people capacity. So yeah, over 4 days. That
starts from the 9th of April up until the 12th, right? 12th of April. Please come through at the Artscape. And also, if you want more information regarding that one, is the contact details people can get?
Yeah, if you want some more info, you can follow me on social media. Sorry, I just think that's very funny. I was talking smack about social media earlier on. But yeah, if you want to find me and find out where my shows are, you can definitely just find me on Instagram at The Great Raj. You'll see all of my gigs there. It's at The Great Raj. I thought I should call myself the Medium Raj, but, got to believe in yourself. So there we go. You'll find me there.
And it seems like a lot of creatives or artists, they're using... So even though you put something on social media, says something about social media, but still you can use it.
Oh yeah, it's a great tool
to reach a bigger audience.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Especially if you play the game. But I don't do that very well. I'm better live.
Yeah. To be honest with you, also to be out of the social sometimes is better for you.
Definitely,
mentally.
I mean, social media is like everyone's highlight reel of everything that's going well in their lives. No one ever posts the bad things.
It's not a must for you to post everything. Those things of posting food and all. Morning routine. I'm not saying it's wrong. Don't do it. But yeah,
for sure. I mean. But you'll find me there. You will also, and you can also see what I'm eating. It is a lot of curry as well, so it's on brand.
So, Passion of the Curry Show, which will be starting on the 9th up until the 12th. Please support Jaryd Pillay. Will be on there. So now, with South Africa being on the map for good and wrong things all over the world, especially now with big name comedians. I won't name them. I don't want to give them free airtime. This is Jaryd Pillay's time. But so how do you feel, though, about now the whole world is into the country, more of the things that we do, the way we act, including our own government? Is it good for you also as a comedian to...
It's pretty shocking.
Is it more material?
Definitely some more material. I mean, how can you not? These jokes write themselves, man. What a crazy time, huh? What a crazy, crazy time.
Is it good for you or how?
Oh, it's great for me. I love K-Way, the brand. I'm buying a whole lot more now. They're on sale. I don't know if you heard. 70,000 Afrikaans people are trying to get to the States. This is the best time to invest in K-Way, I'm telling you.
Oh, snap.
Everyone's changing in their K-Ways for Patagonia, bro. This is a good time. I'm just joking.
As I'm saying, Jaryd Pillay, please support him on the Artscape from the 9th up until the 12th, where you're having a one-man show, Passion of the Curry on 89.5 FM. Jaryd, before we even say goodbye, anything that you want to add more regarding the show, please, quickly?
Yeah. Great. Like we said before, it's at the Artscape. This is the last run that I'm going to be doing. I'm an award-winning comedian. These jokes are certified.
Yes.
They're work. Please come and check it out. And I don't think it's just for Indian people. I think it's for cultures across the board. If you're South African, the show is for you. It's a lot about history. It's a lot about identity. And hey, come and check out Passion of the Curry.
Again, you know, you've accomplished obviously a lot in your career so far. What's next for you after Passion of the Christ, which is obviously going to another show?
Well, that's Passion of the Curry, but the next show...
Passion of the Curry.
Yeah,
you know
that's Mel Gibson's movie.
Wait. You know what that caught my mind is because of the picture.
Yeah, this is the old poster.
Wow.
But, yeah.
Okay. Passion of the Curry.
Yeah. Well, you'll see me around. Look, I've got a weekly comedy show at Ground Culture every Friday, so come and check that out. I mean, it sells out every Friday as well, so you definitely want to book tickets in advance for that one. It's every Friday. I'm usually the resident host there. Otherwise, go and support local comedy. There's a comedy show almost every night somewhere in the city, and you're going to see the best of Cape Town, the best of South Africa's talent. So go and do that. Also, come and watch my show. My tagline is, if white Jesus can die as your savior, Indian Jesus will die for your flavor.
Ooh.
Passion of the Curry, 9th to the 12th of April. Thank you very much.
Again, before we wrap up, tell our listeners where can they get the tickets for the Passion of the Curry and how can they stay updated on your upcoming work?
No problem. Again, you can get your tickets on web tickets, and you'll find them there online. And then if you want to find out more of my shows, you can follow me on social media. Jaryd Pillay is my name. You can watch clips of mine on YouTube, and then you can follow me on Instagram at The Great Raj. The Great Raj.
Jaryd, thank you very much for coming through on 89.5 FM.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks for having me.
Upcoming comedians, any take for them in terms of,
Advice?
keep it going? Yes, please.
Yeah? All right. This is from the bottom of my heart. If this is something you want to do, forget about the money.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is passion all the way, man. If you want to tell jokes,
is that a good advice, though?
Yeah, that's great advice.
Because everybody wants money.
Nah, bro, but this is not the place to make it, you know. You want to make money, go into radio, You want to make money, become an actor that books commercials. You want to make there's so many different things you can do within the field of performance to make money. But stand-up, if that's your goal to do stand-up, it's going to take a long time before you see anything, man.
And believe.
Just the currency here is laughter. Enjoy that.
Passion of the Curry, the 9th until the 12th of April next month, or actually starting tomorrow, obviously, in a week. So thank you very much for coming through, Jaryd.
Thanks for having me.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah, cool.